What up, folks? Sitting here at a closed truck stop at the hitching post here in Huntsville. I've told y'all about it before. Under construction. What up, Big Kev? Oh, Lordy, they're pouring in. Let me put my eyeballs on. Oh, no. What's up, Zach? Venom? I got a new subscriber. Just met him driving a CR England truck. I don't know how long he's going to be a subscriber because he's fixing to try to walk across 59 to go to that pilot. Kelly, my brother. Yeah, I'm close to Centerville. It's right up the road. Michael, howdy. Pick up tomorrow afternoon. Well, I deliver about 50 miles or so from here. But I knew there wasn't going to be no parking. So, there wasn't none at the pilot when I drove through. So I came over here. Didn't realize they got it all tore up. The garage is open. It's independent. The restaurant was open for a little while. That's where I got dinner. But the actual truck stop, store type stuff, that's all closed. Pumps all tore out of the ground, all kinds of stuff. Good day, mate. What's up with you? No, don't wake me up no 4 in the morning. Chris, howdy. July 20th, 2019, 50 years ago. Are you trying to tell me you got married 50 years ago or was born 50 years ago? Ah, the good old logging roads. Well, they're not shutting down here. They're remodeling. I was talking to Grandma, and she actually remembers stopping here before with me. We stopped here a couple of times. It's so close to the house, we don't normally stop, or I don't normally stop, because it's an hour away from the house. But Grandma's got an early doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I'll be wanting to roll out pretty early, so we talked about it. It didn't make sense to come over there and park up. And if I could have parked at my regular place, then I'd been hearing from the company about, well, you just got to stop by the house Tuesday night. When I wouldn't have. I'd been sleeping there at my place. So I said to hell with it. Thought I'd come to this mom and pop's. I did get dinner in there. A fajita plate. Well, traffic did come to a standstill, so I guess he made it across. I didn't watch him crossing. I just knew he was going to cross. So anyhow. Solar power. Well, back in the day, I ran a few of them roads over there, but I was going to the mines. Highwayman, what's up? Have I seen you in here before? I don't think so, but it almost sounds familiar. If not, welcome to the live stream. The anniversary of Apollo 11. Well, that's a good deal. Made it by the house. Well, I had a fajita plate. They had beef or chicken, and no boy that cooked, David, he came by while hell, there was only two of us in there. We was talking for a minute. I said, I want a big boy plate. So he recommended it. He said, beef or chicken or shrimp? And I said, well, I can't have the shrimp. How about if I just give you beef and chicken? And I said, okay. It's pretty good. Well, I hear you, Highwayman. I got a couple more years. I haven't seen that one, Warwick. I don't know if it's on over here. Grand Designs. I tell you, I used to do remodeling, and I sure did sit around and draw up a bunch of different places I wanted to build or remodel, and never did get to do it. I still have the knowledge on the drawing them up, but technology and coding and everything else has left me behind. Although I could catch up on that pretty damn quick, and I wouldn't be doing the manual labor at this time. I'd be the general contractor type. There's a old nursing home not too far from me that's now closed. Brick building, slab, and I deliver next to it quite often. Every time I see that, I wish I had y'all's money. I'd love to do some of that big old massive place. Turn it into some family size apartments and stuff. Some affordable housing. So if anybody got a couple $1 million you want to spend on the lifestyle, Chris must have been fighting with spell check. Autocorrect. But yeah, I'm back in my truck. It appears they have everything fixed. Talking to the shop foreman today on the phone. Told him, well, it's running good today. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Oh. Yep. Working man housing. Now don't lend me some, invest some in me. There's a difference, because I don't want to pay you back. I want the investment to pay you back. Yeah, I had forgot to take my cup fill when I got dinner. Came back, flirted with Grandma a little bit, whatnot. Started to go back to the restaurant and get ice. They'd already closed up. David, that's the cook and owner, he happened to be coming around the side there, getting ready to leave. You need something else? Well, actually, I forgot ice, man. I'll come around and let you in. I said, you ain't got to. I'd appreciate it, but you ain't got to. He came and opened up and just give me a cup of ice. Mom and Pops, man. Hitching post, Huntsville. Cross the highway from the Pilot. Don't get a Wendy's, come over here and get a meal. Support your local mom and pops. Did a video a while ago, uploaded it. Told Little Joe today I want to step up my game on my videos and stuff on here. Oh, Stone, I gave him a little, or asked him to do a little chore for me, a task. We'll see if he gets it done. Little Joe's going to try to research and figure out how to do some of this and make it Papa-proof. That could be a challenge. The only thing harder than that would be to make it Kelly-proof. I haven't really heard a lot of bad about Stevens. I know a guy that's been over there quite a while. Him and his dad had been there quite a while. His dad had dispatched for him and then started driving for him. But I'm doing a live stream and now you're on air. Oh, yes.
Well, that answers my question before I asked it. I was going to ask if you were still running.
Nope, I done shut her down. It was a shitty day and I just called it quits.
I got you. I'm going to do the same in probably an hour.
I hear you. Well, in the meantime, you can listen to the live stream.
All right, sounds like a plan. Hello, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, brother. Bye. Yep. That was Nomad. Oh. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I know people dropping off like crazy. Am I that boring tonight? Must be. But anyway, yeah. I want to try to step it up a little bit. I don't like the way when I'm doing it on these tablets, how it does that green flash. So I might have to invest a little money into something better. That's what I was asking Little Joe about today. You know, these are cheap little $200 tablets. But from what I've seen, when you step up from the 200, you get into stupid money. There's Nomad. Quit talking about him now, folks. Yeah, I still got a troll. And they been giving me a lot of thumbs down. That's hurting my ratings. So if y'all would, please hit the thumbs up whenever you watch one of my videos or one of these live streams. Help offset his orneriness. It's got to be a liberal, because every video I make, he gives me a thumbs down. He ain't happy with nothing. He, she, it, whatever it is. So I need some thumbs up from y'all. Didn't really have anything to talk about tonight. I'm just trying to stay awake for another hour or so. So I ain't up at Nomad time for mornings. Oh, I know they are, but when they start affecting my ratings, and I know they say if you talk about them, you're giving them attention. I'd like to give them some attention. Give them something their daddy should have gave them growing up. I bet it is, Warwick. Hey, it shouldn't be, dude. You're right across the damn pond from China and Japan. They're the ones that make all this. They'll jump on one of them $100 flights and go to the Philippines. They're supposed to be real cheap over there. I know Lil Joe keeps trying to talk me into going over there to the Philippines and retiring over there. And he keeps telling me how it's just a short boat ride over there to Australia. How do you say that? Keysake? Keysake? I'm going to call you Keysake. That ain't quite how it's spelled. There can be money in trucking. You need to go into my archives, into the playlist, and watch some of my videos. Alright, somebody tell me what the name of that library is where I'm talking to different people got into trucking. I can't think of the name of it at the moment. Talking with other truckers or something like that. Let's see, playlist. Info from truckers is the one that I think it is. And of course, then I have my different videos on trucking in general. So go watch those two. Well, it ain't two, it's two libraries. And it will tell you all about the trucking. And I don't sugarcoat it, I don't lie to you. I'll tell you now, trucking can be a hard life. You are separated from everybody. And something people don't realize until they're already out here is that all the people that you're talking to and visiting with and all that on your day-to-day, once you get out here, all them people just kind of fade away because you're not right there in their daily life. And, you know, phone calls do a little bit, but you slowly find yourself being estranged from everybody except the closest one, being your wife, your kids, and your immediate brother and sister that you're tight with. Well, thank you, James. Appreciate your service. And welcome to the live stream. $4.87. Well, it must have been a good one. This one was $200 at the AT&T store. If you're going to get into it just for the money, it's going to be hard on you. Because it's going to be a little bit before you can get into the money. Now, some people can come out here and get into it. Stone didn't do all bad. He's making pretty good money right now, and he's been in a little over a year. But he watched a bunch of my videos and other people's videos. He had his bullshit filter up. So he sorted out idiots that really don't have a clue. And he got listening and studying on some of us older guys that's been around a while. And he had a plan, and he followed his plan. And he's making pretty good money right now. But if you're only going to be in it for the money, it's going to be damn hard on you. And you don't know if you have a passion for it until you get out here and try it. Now, I don't know what your age is, what your life's like, or anything. If you don't know if you want to do it, I would suggest that if you have a desire to try it, figure out how you're going to get your CDLs, which more than likely is going to be through a company finance schooling. Work your contract out with them so that you don't have the damn bill hanging over your head. So many people come out here, they get in debt for a few $1,000s to a company. They drive for a month or two and start crying, and they go home, and now they got the bill collectors beating on the door. That's the wrong way to do it. If you're going to try, you need to make yourself commit to writing out your contract. And that's going to be a year plus. It depends upon who you go with. By that time, if you're doing your homework and really trying to learn the industry and figure out what you think you like and where you think the money is, then, you go from there. If you get out here and after 3 months, you're just crying the blues for mama and the kids, you need to write it out and get your contract done, and don't have that money hanging over your head. And then get out of it. However, at that point, at least you'll have a year experience under your belt. You don't have the bill hanging over your head, so now you can try to go local. Many a person's done it. Depending upon where you're at, there's some people that go through school on their own, and they go to work local. Now, who they're going to work for, I don't know. Do your homework. And part of your homework, Smart Trucking is pretty good. I've watched a few of his videos. He's another one like me that's been in it for a while, and he don't sugarcoat it. He tells you the truth. And you can watch my videos and his videos and listen to what we're telling you. There's going to be part of it you don't understand. But once you get into the trucking, you will understand it. So if we're telling you that this part's going to be hard on you, and you're like, really? Trust us, it's going to be hard, Do your homework. Well, Chris, you really don't see a lot of the country anyway. You only see it from the interstates and the byways. It ain't like you get to go sightseeing. Well, there at Keysake, you need to find out what they call good money. To them, what they're calling good money might not be good money for you. You need to find out how they did it and where they're at, if they're making good money. And, if you've got people that's paving the way for you, follow suit, dude. If that's your desire. Do I have any blue wrenches in here, Warwick? You learn how to use your wrench? Oh, you already did it, Warwick. Good call. Watch him. You might have to boot him. And that's why I have blue wrenches. Night Rider, what's going on? There you go. Right there, Keysake. Night Rider. Last year I grossed 35 to 40,000 first year. Contract was done in March, and now I'm going to switch to a company making $75,000. You know, you can if you do your homework. It sounds like they've been doing their homework, and they stuck it out and got their contract done. Oh, good job. Who was that? Knight Rider? Yep, good job, Knight Rider. That's how you're supposed to do it. Now tell me you was watching my videos before you ever got into it. Don't lie now. If you didn't, you didn't. Gonna be a beautiful night down here tonight. It's already down in the 70s, I think. Well, see, now that's what Stone did, dude. Stone was watching a bunch of our videos for over a year before he decided he wanted to get into it. And he was talking to people, and in one of my videos, I don't remember which one, I don't really remember telling him to do it. I told him find a local truck stop and go down and talk to a wide variety of truck drivers. And he did that as well. So, and it took him a little bit to figure out what to ask him. JJ, what up? Be on your toes. Warwick's already had to do some work. But yeah, keepsake, the biggest thing you got to remember is this is a lifestyle. This ain't just a job. This is a lifestyle. Your world won't be the same once you get into it. What's up, TJ? You need to change that from the bull of the woods to the bull in the china cabinet. See, now that was a good thing there, having drivers come in. But now, what you got to remember, as you can testify to, well, I keep forgetting his name. Now I got to go back and see what his name was. Keysake. What you got to remember is whenever you're talking to truck drivers, have a big salt shaker. Some of them's been known to exaggerate. Just because I could, TJ. You came in and I had to pick on somebody, and there you was. And we always hear about the bull in the China store, right? So, you know, bull of the woods, bull of the China store. It just kind of played off of each other. Don't go tell me I hurt your feelings. Well, I guess JJ's in here. I could pick on him now. He likes it, though. That's the problem there. And it takes the fun out of them when they like it. Oh, man, that hurts even thinking about it. I tell you, and I've told a few of these, we don't unload our trailer. We used to have to tailgate these, the brake drums, and they put a stop to that damn near a year ago, and I like it. But they have some of these young kids jump up in there. And so many of them would just sit down on the trailer and slide their ass on down toward the ground. And I tell them, I said, young man, I said, I can tell you from experience, if you don't watch where them door latch thingies are, it will catch your belt. Ask me, I'm living proof. And now you're hanging out there saying, bring the forklift. So yeah, I've slid out of that damn trailer and had my belt catch on one of them little prongs. It's not a good situation. But I have not did a face plant. That don't even sound fun. Oh, Chris, you was born offended. Well, if they keep going on, ask to see their settlement. If you think that they're stretching it, ask to see their settlement. And then ask them also, how much money do they spend a week out there? See, that's something else. If you ain't careful, you'll blow through $200 out here real easy. $100 a week out here is damn near given, if you're not toting your own victuals around. So then ask them how much they're spending. So if they're making $800 a week and spending $200, well, hell, that means you're only sending $600 to the bank or to mama. So, watch a few of my videos, brother. Oh, 3, what's up? Ha! That's supposed to be especially me there, JJ. He said if you come in, you are automatic subject to be picked on, especially me. He can't spell. No, but what you got to worry about on that flatbed, because I've done it, when you're wrenching on one of them binders or you're snapping the handle up with that bar can hurt you. That's why they call it accidents. I hear you, TJ. Not a problem, man. That's Leatherneck, man. Leatherneck. Well, you might have wrote it how you meant it, but that ain't how it is. We're in the reality here. You're off into your dreamland again, JJ. Get off the drugs, dude. Oh, I came through some bad rain today. And there was a bad wreck northbound. I was on the radio trying to tell northbound about it. Of course, they don't have the radio on. I watched one truck flying up through there. And I can still see the brake lights in my mirror. And he's still gouging on it. I was on the phone with Grandma. No, I was on the phone with Paul. And I was like, man, he's fixing to plow through them cars. And I seen him smoke them. I didn't see or hear anything. But if you're going to be on the phone when you're driving, you need to still pay attention. Even more so. Yeah, them brake drops suck. Now the only time I got to deal with them is if something happens where I mess a pallet up. And I could get by without helping on that, but that just ain't right in my book. Chances are somehow I'm at fault. So either I didn't predict stupid good enough and had to hit the brakes harder than I should have or something. But that's only happened one time. That was over in, I delivered those to Baton Rouge over there. And I got up in there, me and him restacked 2 pallets of them. And he still tells me about it today. I was over there here just a little while back. He was busting my chops. Are they all standing up? Are you sure? Well, no, I ain't opened the doors yet, so I ain't sure of nothing. Yeah, the kids used to tease me about that too. Only that they would say no to crack, or they'd say, somebody got a credit card? Slide the credit card. I kept telling them, keep the nose out of that crack. It won't kill them. Jim Dunn. I wrote the governor and told him to pass a law that you wasn't allowed back in Texas. I guess he ain't got that memo yet. Where you at? I'm over here in Huntsville. I don't do cats. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad to see they're rebuilding this place and not just tearing it down. That's all I do is small towns. Are you a truck driver? I assume you are. You want to get within 50 miles of a major city if you're wanting to drive a truck. If you want to, for real truck driving, OTR, regional, and all that. What kind of weather are you wanting to live in? I would recommend staying away from Laredo, Brownsville, Corpus Christi. Corpus area is beautiful down there on the Gulf, but it's hard to get freight back in there to get you home. I live about an hour or so north of Houston, and with this company, getting me home's not a problem. However, if I want to go to another company and get one of the bid runs and all that stuff, I live just a little bit too far out for me to want to drive in every day. So it's going to be a matter of what you prefer. East of Dallas. I'm in Huntsville, JJ. Nothing. I'm in my new truck. Yeah, I've seen them one time up in Kansas. It tried to get me. Well, I like East Texas myself. Now, if you go into Northeast Texas, there you got colder weather. Down my way towards Houston, it still gets chilly, and we'll get a freeze 2 or 3 times a year type deal. Might get just a touch of snow for a half hour. But me, I can't get no closer to Houston than what I am. I can't make myself do it. I was talking to someone on one of the live streams. We were talking about getting a local job, and they told me I ought to sell my place and move closer to Houston. Not. You're out of Humble? You ain't too far from me. I'm up there by Livingston. What's up, bub? Welcome to the channel. I ain't seen you in here before. Gun Barrel City, I don't know where that is. I know where Cut and Shoot is. That ain't too bad of a little area. Very busy. What is that, on 190 or 150? I forget what Cut and Shoot's on. But yeah, I'm fond of East Texas myself. Out west it gets too hot and there ain't no real trees. You get farther south, there's not any real good driving jobs that can get you home. You start getting up north, I ain't doing Dallas-Fort Worth for nothing. And any place up in that area gets too damn cold. Southeast of Dallas. Well, that ain't all bad. What up, Scott? I'm over here in Huntsville. All right, Chris. Appreciate you joining us, man. Have a good evening now. And remember, God loves you. So do I. Had to slide that in on it. Oh, me oh my. Well, what else y'all want to hash over tonight? Well, you might want to check your property prices out that way. If it's that close to Dallas and on water, it might get a little pricey. Ah, hell, Sky, you know how it is, man. It's a truck. But yes, I do prefer my truck. You know, driving around in a loaner truck, it wasn't anybody's, it was unassigned, but still it wasn't my truck. It's kind of like being in a motel room. It ain't your room. Which I can count on one hand in all the years I've been out here that I've got a motel room that I wasn't broke down or that grandma wasn't with me. I've had a lot of friends that when we was doing different things, dude, get a motel room. I'm like, why? Well, you watch TV. I don't really like TV, and no, I ain't gonna get a room just to watch TV and lay around. Hell, I can lay around back there. If I wanted a TV, I'd have one in the truck. I don't have one in the truck. That ain't gonna work, JJ. Your wheelchair ain't gonna make it around my pond. We got it pretty rutted up last year when we was trying to pretty it up. And I don't know if you could outrun the snakes and the gators. The gator left, but he'll be back. Oh, I know what you're saying, TJ. I'm just telling you that that area up there can get a little pricey on 1 acre lots. Now, if you want to build you a place, I'm not exactly sure where he's at up there in that area. One of my subscribers, his house burnt down. and they inherited a house that they moved into. But he has a lot, both be in a decent neighborhood. If you're interested, message me. I'm sure you can figure out how to go through here and message me and tell me what your screen name was and give me some contact information. And I'll find out from the other individual if he's ready to sell it or not. Last I heard, he was going to have somebody come out, finish leveling it, and haul off all the debris. So you'd have to build a house. Oh, Jim Dunn, you ain't learned yet. Women will lie and tell you what you want to hear. Hog Box Culinary Territory, okay. Oh, I bet they do, Warwick. Good luck with it, brother. Remember, Warwick, good Lord loves you. You know I do. And you did good tonight catching that. Ralph, what up? Okay. We call that a pig roast. When I grew up, we cooked them in the ground. One of my brothers married a city girl out of St. Louis. And I had got 4 little pigs, feeder pigs, out of an auction. My kids were still little. And I was raising them up, fattening them up, feeding them out. I decided we was going to do a pig roast so my kids would know how to do one and show them a little bit of what we did when I was growing up. So I gave this brother of mine a call and told him, said, we're going to have a pig roast. Come on out at such and such, date. So they showed up out there. Me and the kids were set. I'd built them a real nice yard. They had a basketball court, and a volleyball court, horseshoe pit, tetherball. I don't know what else they had, but I fixed them up a good yard. And we were sitting out there by the basketball court, and brother and his wife shows up. They come over and sit down, and here's a couple pieces of tin out there, and we just start shooting a pit. Boy, she whispers to David, where's the pig at? David pointed at that tin. He says, right there. She didn't say nothing. We continued shooting the bull. She asked me, Joe, where's the pig at? I pointed at the tin right there. She's like, there ain't no pig there. David said, yeah, it's buried in that hole right there. You guys put a pig in the dirt? Yeah. And she had a hard time with that deal. So David's like, well, when you got to dig it up? I said, a couple more hours. So time came up. He was going to help. And I said, nope. I said, me and these kids started this. Me and these kids are going to finish this. So we dug the pig up. And she about tripped. Of course, now it's wrapped in foil. And inside the foil was burlap. The way you do a pig is you don't skin it or none of that, or hair it, scrape it. You just gut it out, wash it up, stuff it with whatever you're going to stuff it, wrap it in burlap real good, wet the burlap down, then you put foil on it. Well, then as you unwrap it, you get that pull off that keeps all the dirt off of the pig. Then when you take your burlap off, that skin and all that sticks to it, and it just peels right off with the burlap because of the fat in there and all that, you know. She about tripped. She had never seen no stuff like that before. There was another time my neighbor had a big old garden, and he had some groundhogs that were getting his in his garden. So I happened to have a number 2 trap. Number 2 or number 3. It was a smaller one. So he had came over. He had been over before, and he had seen it hanging on the porch. And he was asking, "Can I borrow that?" "Yeah, why?" "Got the damn groundhog." I said, "What are you going to do with the groundhogs?" "Well, I'm going to shoot them." "Okay, after you shoot them, what are you going to do with them?" "Well, I don't know." I said, "Well, if you don't want them, I do." Well, it was an old sow that had a litter of 4 little ones. And we wound up getting all 4 of them. He would set that trap. One of them would get caught. He'd go out there and shoot it with his .25. Then he'd bring it over to me. I'd skin it out and stick it in the freezer. Well, my brother David happened to be over one day when he brought one over. And, well, he made it back. He didn't get ran over. But he said, I'm out there skinning it. I forget what she kept, a prairie dog is what she kept calling it. We kept telling her, ain't no damn prairie dog, it's a groundhog. David's like, "Well, that ain't very big. How many of them you got?" And I said, "This is number 4. He says, "Why don't you bring them into the house and we'll just barbecue them rascals?" I said, "Well, I just might do that, David." So about 2 weeks later, I took him in there and he barbecued them. He did a damn good job on them. But his wife, she tried them. But she was extremely leery about it. But she tried them. She tried deer out there at my house. There was a bunch of stuff that woman hadn't tried. I tried to get some of that city out of her. Yeah, I know, Plum. Shame on you. Got me talking food. Yeah, now I like to wrap me up some corn and some taters. And if you got a little campfire going, just clean out a little bit over there by them coals and throw them on the coals. Don't let it get too hot though. And make sure you put some butter in with that corn and let it just kind of steam in that butter. And Night Rider's hungry for pig. J Rider, what's up? You did make it in this time. Welcome. Tanner, long time no see. Yeah, I'm on my 10 too. Oh, I started mine a while ago. Hell, I'm 3 hours into it.
We're out of hours of service driving time.
3.5 hours into it. But I ain't got to leave till about 6 in the morning. No, there ain't nothing like it. The hardest part is your first time. And what's hard about it is getting your hole ready. Because after that, if you do it once or twice a year, you use the same area. So, and if you happen to have trees on your property where you can fall your trees, that helps. Nomad sent me a video today. I ain't got to watch it. We talked for a few minutes. There's that guy, Catfish Cooley or something like that. I've watched a couple of his videos. He's a little bit of a hard pill to swallow for me. I know several people that watch him and like him. But I've seen one of his cooking videos, and Paul just sent me another cooking video of his where he did stuffed bell pepper. I like stuffed bell pepper. And as I've gotten older, I wind up eating that bell pepper 3 or 4 times, if you know what I mean. It don't agree with me as much as it used to, or as well as it used to. But he said he was stuffing it with, damn it, now I can't think of it. Boudin. He said he did it with boudin and something else, and I'm like, really? I never thought about that, but now I like boudin too. I said, why don't you send me that video? He said, I already did. The boy's getting to know me too well, I guess. I know what it is. He's fishing for another invite down to the house, and he gonna want me to cook him up some of them stuffed peppers. Alright, I know you're still listening, Nomad. Joe, what's up? Well, why do you have 2 heads in the cooler? When you do a pig in the ground, you cook the head too. Now, I like me some head cheese, and you make it out of the head, but that's a lot of work. Grandma used to make head cheese. But she'd tell you, I'll make you head cheese, but you got to pick the head. A lot of bones in that head. A lot of work getting all that meat off of it, too. Yeah, it keeps reminding me. Well, if I remember correctly, your brother-in-law is Mexican, and they do a couple different things with that head. For one thing, you can get that jaw, which literally is the jaw. And boy, you make some salt jaw meat, woo, salted. That's some good breakfast meat there. Those are good for your beans and a few other things. What up? Broke down with a coolant leak. You're the second one I've heard about a coolant leak today. Well, bummer about the 4 years. That's about the time my dad went. My dad was, I guess he's closer to 5 years now. I lost him damn near a year after I lost my son. It don't get easier, JJ. You just learn to live with it and accept that they're gone. West side of Chicago. Well, that's better than being downtown Chicago. Yep. Yeah, I had, you know how Facebook does the memories. It popped up one of me and the old man here a few days ago. Luckily, Nathan, that boy I lost, he didn't do no kind of Facebook. He didn't do that stuff. So it don't remind me of him, but it don't have to. I remember him well enough. what kind of charge I have on that. 69%. But I need to get this phone plugged in. It's down to 22. Make sure Grandma ain't sent me no messages. Nope. Papa Joe always keeping it real. Be safe out there. Well, thank you, Kevin, and I try to, man. Oh, that's on that video I did earlier tonight. New put a couple of comments on there. Now, I want to remind y'all, please hit the likes button when you watch my videos for me. I bet you that troll's already hit this one with thumbs down. Let's see. Not yet. 11 thumbs up. But I guarantee you that troll's going to get on there with 2 or 3 thumbs down. I think they've created 2 or 3 different, whatever you call them, profiles. Well, you know, JJ, don't just block him out, man. I don't just block mine out. You know, hold on to the good memories, some of the good conversations, some of the good laughs, you know, some of the fun times. Hold on to the good part. Don't hold on to the hurt. That hurt, that's how this YouTube channel got started. You know, I was going into a spiral, a downward spiral after losing my boy and my dad. Then my other boy got this started, Little Joe. You know, and it helped me there in the beginning. I talked about Nathan a little bit, and it helped me to talk about him. But I done come to the conclusion I'm doing my best to hold on to the good and not onto the sorrow. Well, that's cool, Plum. At least you got those to listen to. Well, Night Rider, you can still hit the thumbs up even if you're driving. Well, I lost 4 people there in less than 3 years. That meant a lot to me. Lost my baby boy first. Then I lost my dad. It wasn't even a year. I lost Nathan in June 23rd, and lost my dad like in January or February. But about 6 months later, I lost my dad. Then I lost my favorite uncle. He was really cool, Howard. Then I lost my best friend, Pork Chop. So I lost all 4 of them within less than 3 years. And I did go into a downward spiral. So, but this YouTube channel's helped a lot. And I did not want to do this damn channel. Son, why in the hell do I want to do videos? Nobody wants to hear a hillbilly truck driver. I ain't got nothing to say to people. They don't want to hear it anyway. Now here we are 3+ years later, and pushing 3,000 subscribers, and I don't know how many videos I got. I think about 7 or 8. Somebody look and tell me how many videos I got. I think it tells you guys, don't it? Yeah, I appreciate that, JJ. Is that words of wisdom or words of BS? Depends upon which video, right? They get more of y'all to come in Sunday morning too now. Sharon's talking about words of wisdom. Good Lord's got some words of wisdom for us. Wow, are you kidding me? 1,700 videos? That damn guy talks a lot, don't he? Oh, I smoke Pall Mall. I smoked Camels for a year. Well, Evasive, you found us anyway. I'm wondering if old C.R. England's watching or not. He's parked up over there. Well, that's a good deal there, Ralph. Lucky Strikes. Boy, I ain't heard of them in a long time. Now, Ralph, my friend, please, if you're going to learn to share the word, learn Him, not the churches. I'm sure you watched enough of my videos. You know my opinion of modern day churches. Yep. Called that friend of mine in Georgia. When me and Grandma went back for vacation this year, we went to our old church. To be honest with you, I was very disappointed. New preacher, we'd met him a couple of times before we left. And that's all I'll say about that. We're so far down, I don't know who Dead Pirate is, but we're so far away from them automated trucks. Well, exactly, Mr. 44. Woo, $8 a pack. Here in Texas, we buy a carton that's around $52. If I go to Missouri, I can buy them for around $40. Oklahoma used to be cheaper. If you hit one of the reservations, they used cheap cigarettes for years to lure you in because they don't have to pay taxes and stuff. But now they've gotten where they charge the same as everybody else and just pocket the difference. It's kind of like Vegas. Vegas used to lure us in there with cheap rooms and cheap food. Not anymore. Ain't nothing cheap out there. No, don't do the menthol. I hear you, Tanner. Well, I can't say trucking made me start. I was smoking years before. $14 a pack in New York City. Wow. What up, Big Bear? Well, I'm hearing they was trying to pass a law where you can't even smoke on the sidewalks in New York City. And some places in the east, as in way east, not East U.S., east of the world, some of them are starting to get no smoking towns. Manila and the Philippines, if I remember correctly, you're not allowed to smoke even in the streets. I said, okay, I won't go to Manila. On vacation, what a deal. Yeah. Well, if any of y'all follow my Facebook page, the Simple Living with Papa Joe Facebook page, somebody had shared a post with me. What was it? Now I gotta go look and see what it was. Otherwise it'll drive me nuts, and that ain't too far of a trip. They was banning something. Oh, here it is. San Francisco just banned e-cigarettes. You can still shoot up heroin and shit in the streets though. Oh, you know. They kind of got their priorities mixed up. Kind of like New York banning the big sodas and stuff. Big Brother getting too much control. Ah, you made it back home already, Nomad? Really? Well, I'm 60. I'll be 60 here in a few months, and I started when I was 9 years old. So you do the math. That adds up to a long time. All the fun stuff of moving. Well, I gave up the coffee. I didn't give up the cigarettes, but I gave up the coffee. Oh, I will be, Tanner. You'll find out in the trucking industry, there's only a couple of holidays people get to go home, and if you're with a mega company, good luck. Well, thank you, Plum. Thank you, Evasive. Now we can get Grandma to believe that. Big truck, that driveway's closed. Rude awakening there, huh? Well, it's kind of like my vacation. I took a vacation from this to drive over 1,000 miles. It's like 600 miles over there, plus the driving around there, and 600 miles back. Well, there was 400 miles, almost 500 miles, driving from the yard to the house, and then from the house back to the yard. So yeah, I put in some miles. Glad I went on vacation from driving. Grandma's having a rough week, man. Well, if they're leased on with them, they got to put Swift's name on there. Well, I hear the 4-day weekend. I got 2 3-day weekends coming up back to back. Well, thank you, Mr. 44. Have you tried any of them, though? That's the question. I had Paul shared a video with me the other day from the Hillbilly Kitchen or something like that. And the lady was doing fried green tomatoes. And she did hers different than I do mine. So I was telling Grandma I might have to give that a try. Might go out there to a little local produce farm we got. See if they got some big old green tomatoes. If they do, I might be doing a video on fried green tomatoes. She did a couple of tricks. I learned some stuff from her. Now I want to try it and see if it's going to work for me. And I will give her props in the video when I do it. Let me see what her website was, or her channel was. Oh, me and Paul got talking about the Hillbilly Kitchen is what it's called. How to make fried green tomatoes. And I told Grandma, that gal damn sure is hillbilly. You know, it's one of them deals where she's talking the talk, but I've heard other people talk the talk, and it's like, that's about fake as all get out. On her, she wore it well. You could tell it was not fake. So, the Hillbilly Kitchen. Did you try that where the Crystal turned us on to doing the egg deal? Now, are you talking about the way we did them with a little bit of water, or are you trying it a different way? Well, damn it, Nomad. Plum said the drinks are on you, man. Now, I've only seen the one video, but when I get a chance, I'm going to check out her channel a little more. Now, the way she was doing them fried green tomatoes, like I said, that's different than how I'm used to doing them. But some of the hints that she was giving in there, I've just got to try. There's one point in there where she's telling you a couple things that'll keep them from getting soggy. And I have had my fried green tomatoes get soggy. So, and it's not always just because of your grease temperature. That's the first thing Grandma said. You know, she was like, well, was talking about that. She's, well, your grease temperature dropped too much by putting too many in there at one time. Nah, that ain't what it was. So I got a couple of things that I might try. If I can give me a couple of bell peppers, I might do a boudin stuffed bell pepper. I want to watch that video he shared and see what else he put in there. He was saying he thought he put something else in there. I might get some small 100 count shrimp put in there too. Okay, Plum. BBQ, what up? Boy, you coming in real late. Now, I told Grandma I was probably only going to be on an hour tonight. Pushing an hour and a half already. Alright, Nomad, don't be getting all my crew drunk. Some of them can't handle it. And some of them might be underage. Don't be giving out no drinks to the underage ones in here. Tab's over $1,000, huh? Well, good thing Nomad's got the good money. Oh, me, oh my. I was afraid it's going to be more humid down here than this, but now my windows are steamed up. Now, part of that might because I got that AC blowing cold back on. In the El Camino. Shrimp and cheese, huh? We used to have a roadkill cafe in Lufkin, Texas. There was an old mom and pops. Actually, it was a pretty big place. You ate at Rowley's for dinner. I've never ate at the Rowley's. I've seen a couple of the restaurants, but I ain't never ate there. Or Burger Barns, whatever they are. There's a prison over there. Boy, is it lit up. I came down here once to apply for being a prison guard. I already had like 3 years under my belt in Missouri as a prison guard, a CO, correction officer. They didn't hire me. I didn't give the bleeding hearts the right answers. Down here you got to come in and interview before a committee of different people, mostly citizens, not COs or anything. I didn't give them the right answers. I was bullheaded back then. Right? In 86, huh? Now there's another one somewhere, I've seen it. And I don't go to Ohio much, so I doubt if I've seen it up there. Maybe I've seen it on TV. I could be totally off base. Oh, goodness. Okay. Shrimp and cheese, huh? I don't know about the cheese part. If I do, it's going to be pepper jack. For sure, any motorhead likes the Roadrunner. Me and Paul was talking about that last week, and we only had the cars that we had in our youth. Some of them be worth a pretty penny. I had a 69 Charger before they was popular. Dukes of Hazzard made them popular. Had a 70 Charger. 64 Malibu convertible. 67 two-door no post Impala. Had a 67 pop-up camper went with it. Not to my knowledge, we ain't getting no tornadoes down here. Well, that 69Z would be worth $1 right now. All right, Big Bear. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, if he's had it since high school, it ain't for sale. Got a few motorheads in here. Well, folks, we just hit that hour and a half. I'm going to sign off here and call Grandma, let her flirt with me. I bet your boy is all over that car. Daddy, his car ain't going nowhere. You going to leave it to me and your will. And you're like, no, son, I'm going to be buried in it. Well, folks, I appreciate y'all stopping in, visiting for a little bit. If y'all would, when you're watching videos, hit that thumbs up. Let's beat the hell out of this troll that's giving me all the thumbs down, the negative nonsense. With that, love y'all. Good Lord loves you. So don't forget it. You're well loved. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.